Unity of Houston is an inclusive church where we seek to understand and live the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters. At Unity, we welcome all people from all spiritual paths and every walk of life. We celebrate the diversity of our city and of our world, and we teach love, tolerance, and oneness, seeking to live in harmony with open minds and open hearts.
Wherever you are in your spiritual path, you are always welcome at Unity. Join us and discover that the life of your dreams is already within you.
Tonight I want to speak on awareness is everything. And I wanted to give you an experience of how you can explore things that are every day all around you and see them differently, because that's the gift of awareness. It isn't just moving into a place of being alert and aware of everything at once, although it can be, and it's a practice. But it's also a way of being willing to let go of perceptions and opinions and ideas and thoughts, and be willing to be fresh and childlike and curious and willing to see something different, even the exact opposite of what you're so sure you already know. Pema Chodron says, welcome the present moment as if you had invited it. Why, she says? Because it is all we ever have. This moment, now. And it doesn't come laden with past. We're the ones who drag our past everywhere with us. This moment comes fresh born. And fresh born, and fresh born, again and again and again. The question is, are we willing to receive a new child every moment? The present moment, I like to think of it as not a moment of time. We kind of get it stuck in our heads as time. It's actually wordless awareness. It's like being open to what is happening now, and just like just seeing 180, just seeing the full panoramic view at once, instead of the focal point that we spend so much of our time running around doing, because we're doers and because we have a purpose and a goal, and we're going from here to there. Well, I'm not looking at anything else. I'm only going there because I've got something to do there, and I'm going over here now, and then I'm going over there. And we look crazy to nature. We look crazy to our animals. They're used to us if they're our pets. They're used to us anyway, and they're delighted that we're moving anywhere, so they follow us. But the truth is, that isn't how they think at all. It's not how they move. They flow. They don't necessarily go with purpose the way we do all the time. They're just aware of everything, and they respond to everything. They are aware of what's happening. Wordless awareness. I came to this understanding with a book called Finding Your Way in the Wild New World by Martha Beck. And she talks about wordlessness. And, she says that animals and all of nature lives in a world of wordlessness, and that it is healing and natural for us to move back into that place where we ourselves don't have to have a running dialogue or a running story that we're telling, or a narrative, or opinions throwing, this is good, that's not bad, well, that wasn't what I was expecting, that's not the way it's supposed to be. All this jabber in the back of our heads. How many, I tell you, the times that I notice when I'm doing it all the time, I started, I'm sorry to say, this aging thing is just a real, stinker, because what happens is that what I used to keep secret now is coming out of my mouth. And I'm walking through the house talking to myself, crazy girl, and I'm talking to myself, and I find myself saying stuff out loud, and the only time I notice it is when my grandchildren or my husband said, "Did you say something, honey?" And I'm like, not to you, no, I wasn't meaning to do that. Wordless awareness is a practice that helps us to become less, I'll tell you, more relaxed, less anxious, less anxiety. We actually have the capacity for 360. I mentioned 180 a minute ago because that's the extent of our vision, but we are more than our eyes, and blind people or people with impairment with their vision can attest that their perception is actually opened up and broadened in 360. Behind, in front, over there, underneath. They live in a world of perception and sound. The sounds are so enveloping, and they're guiding, and they're informative, and they can see things with different parts of their senses, different senses. And so we have the capacity for that if only we attune to it. Our awareness is really openness, non-judgment, and allowing. It's just being present to the moment and allowing it to be whatever it is. Whatever is happening is okay. Whatever this is all right. However it's showing up, whatever color it is, however much light there is, whatever kind of weather is happening, whatever is all right. It's all perfect. It is exactly the way it is. And my response needs to be, how then shall I greet this moment? And now this moment. And what shall I be in this moment? And how shall I be with it? The key to awareness is expectancy and receptivity. Like curiosity. Like this. Like perched on the edge or on your tiptoes, leaning forward, going, What's here? I can't take it all in. What all is here? What is showing itself to me? What is happening here? What am I missing? I don't want to miss anything. This moment and that moment, that's awareness. Awareness is almost holding your breath, but don't hold your breath, breathe. But almost holding your breath with expectancy, with receptivity, with anticipation. Something good is about to happen, and I don't want to miss it. How many of you saw the blue angels flying over today? I did. Ooh, it was going around. People were texting it, emailing it, or whatever. The Blue Angels flew over Houston today. And it didn't fly everywhere, but it pretty much tried to set a course that would circle around or fly near or fly at least visually. And they were in tight formation. They were a nice loud sound, so you could know they were coming. And they were right. I was right in my complex, and they were right behind the trees, and I could see them between each group of trees as they flew in tight pattern and flew off to their mission, whatever where they were headed. I think it was actually down to the southeast. And so it was so cool. That was a moment, And it's not just these special moments. I'm talking about every moment can be a special moment, because if you're not aware, you miss out. If you're not alert, you could know about it and not be present for it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like to constantly have your feelers out, your antenna up, always, that wherever you are, the world is happening. The world is happening right around you and to you. Laureen Carey said, I had not loved enough. I'd been busy, so busy preparing for life, while life floated by me quiet and swift as a regatta. It makes me feel sad, doesn't it? To make you feel sad? To wake up and realize I have missed so much because I was so busy doing. And my 180 or 360 was ratcheted down to whatever the task at hand was. And I checked out of the rest of the world, trying to get this one little thing done that I couldn't even name if you asked me. What did you do at 9 o'clock this morning, Karen? I don't know. But I was probably intensely involved in making something happen, a checkbox I could put on the list, something I could take care of, something I could make happen. And it doesn't mean we don't have responsibilities, that we don't have things to do, that people don't depend on us for things. Of course, all those things. But balance in that and awareness, even in the things that we're doing. The best awareness teacher I know is being in nature. That's why I wanted to invite you to bring a natural element into your meditation tonight. Because the best teacher I know about instant awareness is simply walking outside. Just walk outside. I don't care where you live. If it's outdoors and it's unair conditioned, you're outside. And if you're outside, you're already hearing birds and feeling the humidity and the breeze and the smells. And there is enough gardenias, jasmine, honeysuckle, lilacs, I can't even, ligustrum. I mean, everything is blooming all at once. And for those of you who have reactions to it, my love and my healing prayers are with you. But it is a joy to be able to walk outside and sniff the air and wonder, where is that coming from? What direction is that coming from? Being in nature is being immersed in rhythm and sound and presence. Something is always happening. You're an observer. I love to go sit out on my balcony and just look out across the thing because it's happening. A show's going on. A show is happening. Squirrels are doing their thing. Birds are singing. Birds are flying around from one thing to another. Hornets are going around. Butterflies are coming through. Cats are walking down below. Possum, we have possum. I saw a mother carrying a baby possum on her back, walking down the sidewalk like she belonged there. I mean, it was crazy. Crazy cool. Crazy amazing. And did I remember what I was supposed to be doing? No, because I wasn't supposed to be doing anything. I was supposed to be participating. Not just observing, not removed, but immersed in it. This is me. That possum is me. That butterfly is me. Those birds are singing not to me, they're singing as me. There's some part of me that is a part of all of this. This is like a huge metaphor for the interior life of me. And it's only the stuff I'm noticing that makes it all unique to me. Because I notice it because it has meaning and because it's either something I need or something I want or something I need to be reminded of or something I need to use. Or, again, as Native people speak of it, it is medicine. And I take it in and I'm grateful. And I don't have to know what it's healing or what it's fixing or what it's repairing. Thomas Merton says, the whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of the interdependence of these living beings, which are all part of one another and all involved in one another. Nature reflects you. Now, all you see, hear, smell around you is a reflection of what is within you, just like me. You're an interpreter of your experience. You can know yourself by allowing awareness to bring experience to you. You hear that? It's your awareness that brings experience to you for your interpretation, for your engagement, for your healing, for your change, for your growth, for your evolution. You're in partnership with something far greater than yourself, and all you have to do is step outside. Observing nature is healing, calming, engaging. Its vastness reflects our own world. It's untouched by the meanings we attribute to things. So it's always renewing and refreshing us. It's that wordlessness I was telling you about. It doesn't mean anything. Nothing is an omen necessarily unless you claim it as one, unless you want it to be, unless it means that to you. Otherwise, it was just a squirrel in the tree. Otherwise, it was just a butterfly hanging on to the bark of a tree and just moving its wings back and forth and back and forth for the longest time. And just because you've never seen it, you made it mean something. You're the interpreter. It's the butterfly. Jesus used nature to describe his relationship between us and the Father. Lilies of the field, arrayed more beautifully than King Solomon. Feeds the birds of the air, he says. Are you not more precious? Do you not say 4 more months until harvest because it's not the right time of year for harvest? 4 more months. And I say, he said, look up and see, the fields are already white for harvest. See with your inner eye, see what is being formed, what is being transformed, what is being called forth. You are the interpreter of everything around you. Frederick Beckner said, listen to your life. See it for the fathomless mystery that it is, in the boredom and pain of it, no less than in the excitement and gladness. Because in the last analysis, all moments are key moments, and life itself is grace. Pema Chodron said it this way. She said, you are the sky. Everything else, is just weather. Namaste.
Thank you for watching this message today. I'd like to invite you to join us in person here on campus at Unity of Houston for Sunday morning or Wednesday evening services. If you can't be with us here on our campus, you can still join us live on Facebook or on our website, unityhouston.org, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Central.